Alright, so we talked about little pick slant and stuff. So the idea was, like, if you're leaving the, try and do it this way. So if you're going to leave the string on a downstroke, if you have the pick tilted up this way, so the butt of the pick tilted up and you pick down, you're going down towards the floor. And doing this gets you out and away from the string, so this way you can hit, an upstroke on the next string. So if you're leaving the string on a downstroke, have the butt of the pick tilted up, and that will get you out from in between any strings. Then you can hit the next one on an upstroke and be unencumbered. I think that word is appropriate there. Of course, I say that, and I'm thinking about playing Elder Scrolls games. Do you play those? Anyway, when you're leaving on an upstroke, you want, if you have the butt of the pick tilted down, what happens when you do the upstroke is the pick comes up in a way like this, and that gets you out from in between any strings. So then you're able to leave the E string here on the upstroke and then be in the clear to hit the A string on a downstroke. So I guess the big thing here is, like, when you're going from a higher string to lower string, it might be more challenging. So you got your downstroke on the A, and then you hit your upstroke on the A here. So you have the butt of the pick tilted down. You come up, so now you're out from in between any strings. And then you can go to that E string on the downstroke and not hit anything. So yeah, it's helpful to know that when trying to make things really clean and clear at the slower speeds. But then, like, medium speeds, you can still do it, but the faster and faster you go, it's inevitable you're going to be hitting adjacent strings. So as long as you're muting things very well with your left hand, you should be good. And yes, strict alternate picking this whole time. As far it's the same way that you strum the chords. So when I say strict alternate picking, I don't want the confusion of being like, okay, well, if that's a downstroke, does that mean this should be an upstroke? No. Think about, you're still locked into the whole, you got 4 parts per beat, and that's what we're dividing everything up as right now. So down, up, down, and then you have the non-existent up, down, up here. So basically, yeah, just the same way you strum the chords. The chords you'd be going like down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Same thing here. No matter what string you go through next, keep that strict alternate picking. It'll definitely pay off in the long run. Alright, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I like doing slight palm mutes for stuff like this. So if you find your hand wanting to do some slight palm mutes, go for it. Not a bad thing. I wouldn't try and do heavy palm mutes though. Just a little bit's not a big deal. Alright, the 3-4. So, even though this is in 3-4, I'm still going to count off of 4 beats, because that's what we're used to. Just want to keep it consistent here. Alright, 1, 2, 60 beats a minute. Sorry, I just all of a sudden wanted to do eighth notes for some reason. Take 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now the descending version of that. Number 3, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Number 4. 61, 2, 3, 4. $120. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So even though that one's the shortest, it might be a little difficult because it's the more consistent picking. But yep, just gradually getting more and more towards going up and down the scale completely. So basically this is the goal we're going for here. That was terrible. Good Lord, you'd think I'd never played before. There. God. See, I still make mistakes. I'll never stop making mistakes. Anyway, there you go. That's the goal that we're building towards. Just going up and down straight the whole time. And yeah, so getting pretty close. And then we'll get into more rhythmic stuff with the single note 16th note picking patterns. So, if any questions come up, please let me know. And I'll see you again next week.